Okay, we got Mr.Cat playing Zawan in the orange versus Sedgehun playing Wulfar once again in the teal. We're changing things up. They're going to a different map. Obviously, they will be. And this is like a slightly different version of this map to what we've seen before. I don't think we've seen too much of it in Qualifier 4.
Ooh, Sedgehun going for a weird line. We don't see it often. I mean, I don't know if it's like his secret prep. No, he didn't do the mage, so he probably doesn't have prep. But yeah, he's going for a young in the middle. He delayed some early caps to do that. And because Mr. Cat is not going for exactly the normal line, looks like he's gonna get it. Yeah, but he's
Oh,
slower.
he's going for my old like sword thing in TYM. I mean it's not exclusively mine, but it is slower. We'll see how that works out. It
Okay,
is slower, but you have more money, I guess.
Mr. Cat is going to Merfolk. I mean, Merfolk is decent, but I've seen the new Kraken deck and it seems to just be by far the best move. Because
Yeah,
Shio can
although
fight there.
I mean you might not need to crack in that early if Sajin isn't going for the mage opening.
Yeah, because he's slower. Yeah, I can see that. Also, lol, 3 swords.
Yeah, just wants to slow Zawan down a bit. I guess this slows down the capture in the center.
Yeah,
I'm not sure about that, really.
That feels like a distinctly Sedgehun move to make, though.
Well, I'm not sure I would take it very well if I was Sajin, but
yeah, he said it's also going for a Merfolk.
I mean, Zawan left, so you also don't need the Kraken there, I
Yeah,
suppose.
yeah. So it's a very different game than usual. Like usually in this version of Locus, CEOs try to stay on their corner for eco, and then you try to keep them out with like naval unit stuff. And so usually that's why you Kraken because it's the best at kicking out CO. It has that C tile. It's invincible and kind of just
And also, like, it has a bunch of forbidden types for the commander, otherwise he gets grabbed.
yeah. So yeah, it's an invincible ranged unit that also threatens instant win. Pretty
Oh,
balanced, right?
wait. Also, Kraken doesn't necessarily work against Wulfar, right?
I'm pretty sure you can still. Wulfar is a lot more threatening to Kraken, yeah, but you need more units. You need more units to protect your Kraken against Wulfar, yeah. Otherwise, he just proves.
Does this
Wait,
Merfolk die here?
wait. Wulfar needs to groove it.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna say.
It's on C. It can't die.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the
a
C
C
tile.
tile.
Yeah, but sword crit would have killed that sword in front.
No, it's 99 on beach,
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
so it doesn't actually kill.
Oh, I thought. Oh, I guess it's river that sword crit kills on, not beach.
Yeah, but also like you probably don't use Wulfar groove for a single Merfolk, right? You would have used it for a
uh,
Kraken for sure, but not for a Merfolk, right?
yeah, it
Anyway,
depends. I mean, if like killing the merfolk means that you win that side, then sure. But here, like Wolfar doesn't seem to have too much trouble just killing a sword. It's not that different.
I love the harpoon by, like, panic. There's a dragon.
Well, the harpoon is kind of stuck there, so I
Yeah.
expect. I mean, it can go to the other C type, but I expect Mr. Cat is gonna convert it back into something else next turn.
Yeah, but it's a funny, like, oh, I just need like an anti-air unit for a turn. Let me get this real
Yeah,
quick.
I mean, you get a
so econ
golem the turn
wise,
afterwards.
Mr. Cat is in the center. which should be less econ than having like than being in the corner. But even though he has completely abandoned his CO corner, uh, Sedgehun is very slow at retaking it.
Nature will claim
So
Ooh.
Sedgehun will be down eco even though he's in the corner. Okay, Mr.Cat goes for a groove here. This is some threat on HQ, but I don't think it's good enough. I would have
I
I would have
think
held groove.
it's mostly to get the center village, I guess, and also to like fight a bit this night. But yeah, it's not the best. Mm,
What I'm thinking as Zawan is that if I don't have a very good tier 1, I'd rather just hold for tier 2.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it was at 152 when it went off, so
tier 2 is so strong that, yeah, some like minor grooves like these aren't really worth it.
Yeah, it's not about the strength. Like, I think because tier 1 is 100 groove cheaper, like, in theory, if you're getting amazing tier 1s, you can get more value just spamming tier 1. But it takes effort. It's hard. Like, whereas tier 2 is guaranteed value. It's almost impossible to have a bad tier 2. It's pretty easy to have a bad tier 1. So it's like if I'm not sure about my tier 1's value, better safe than sorry, just hold and tier 2 will be good for sure. And here I think this didn't end up doing much.
Yeah, I mean, Mr. Cat did lose a knight in the exchange and like got one village but didn't kill anything, so not
Yeah.
great groove.
Hit 2 knights to low HP.
I
But
mean,
yeah,
in a
he
more
lost
like
one unit count to get a
yeah.
tiny bit of value. It's bad.
On the strategic side, it does mean that like he gets the position in the center, which like probably like made Wulfar run away from the side. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, that's probably only part of why Wulfar ran away, but you know,
oh,
Yeah,
frog moment.
there are also
there
a
is
bunch.
a lot of units on that side.
Okay, so Sedgehun is finally bringing some units up top to reclaim Econ. He should have done that like long ago, but he didn't, which is why he's been behind Econ.
Yeah, although this was
Doing
the case for
the
game 2 as well. Ooh, we're seeing the tier 2 come out. Oh, that's a big target right there. Doesn't go for it though.
Oh,
Elects to
yeah,
damage
but
the mage instead.
it
Oh,
wasn't
of
that
course.
big of
oh, no more mages. Uh-oh.
Now
Yeah,
that's
now
actually
it's...
pretty scary.
Wait, does the maybe the witch can pull the no, the frog can pull the witch and reach the dragon, I think.
Ooh,
Maybe.
Saykoya
Am
seeing the
I
frog
eyeballing
tactics.
this right?
Oh, I think you're right.
Oh,
Oh, he
there we
finds the
go.
kill. Mr. has 3,000 gold, by the way.
That's quite a bit.
Maybe it's kind of bad actually. He shouldn't be floating
Yeah,
that
there's
much
a bit.
money.
You know, maybe spend it.
Yeah,
Okay,
we
he's
see Golem
spending.
Dragon come out, so.
Yeah, I mean, not many other ways to spend that much money.
That said, the witch dies.
Yeah, but Witch for a dragon is like basically always
Yeah.
worth.
It is, for sure. I'm saying.
You
It's
also
better.
got frog swipe one.
I wonder if Sedgehun saw that and was like, I should really build frogs myself. They seem very, very good in the right person's hands. Okay, ooh, nice mage heal. Just don't want to let Wulfar get killed.
But anyway, even though the dragon died, the attack was probably still good for Sedgehun. It put him back in the game, but he's still. Is he? No, he's actually not behind Econ much right now. Because although he ran away from his corner before he invests stuff into taking back Mr.Cat's corner, Mr.Cat is a bit slow to take back Sedge's corner too. He has like only one knight there. And the golems can do some work. But you would rather
Yeah.
have the golems be in the fight than be on Fearlight's recapping duty.
I was
So
gonna
Sedgehun
say
is actually kind of
Zawan.
caught up.
Zawan looked pretty in danger, but you know, frog to save the day.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
frog
Oh,
pull into a
wait.
mage shield was pretty sick.
Mr. Cat forgot to cut trees.
Oh, full trees.
Yeah, full lumber mill.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh yeah, that's actually a lot of money.
No.
Yeah, says
The
like I gotta
frog.
kill the frog. It's getting too much value.
It's too dangerous to be left alive.
Exactly.
Oh, killing the mage. Dragon can come in again. Oh, and there's actually no anti-air nearby. And there's no
Yeah.
frog to pull something in.
Mr.Cat hasn't been building enough mages, and Sedgehun has been trying to capitalize.
Yeah, and also kind of leaving the mages exposed to hits.
Yeah, if you have few mages, you need them perfectly protected, or else this happens. I mean, Golem's gonna die, but there's gonna be Wulfar.
I think a defensive Zawan groove here isn't bad, but looks like that's not gonna happen.
Balloons to safety.
Yes, another
Yeah.
frog.
Probably ends up holding anyway. Because he was up beacon for a long time, so he has like a more expensive army. Okay, and Sedgehun is gonna be up beacon now, but he needs to stay up beacon for a few turns to actually make his army as expensive as Mr.Cat's is right now. Because
Yeah.
Mr.Cat had the econ advantage quite a bit.
I love that while all this has been going on for like the past like 6 turns, there's just one merfolk wailing on a village. In the top left. Like, I'll get you one day.
I mean, that's like 20 per turn.
And this merfolk coming in to slowly capture the lumber mill. Oh, pulls back the archer. Good move.
Oh, another frog. Mr.Cat has decided that he's not gonna play this without frog.
Mm. I mean, the first one worked.
Yeah, that's true.
And like, if your opponent isn't like really like spending the time to calculate the frog moves, and Sedgehun tends to play very fast, then
Then I'm also thinking, instead of those two frogs, a golem. So
well, it's not exactly 1200 you invested into the frogs because you made them at an exchange depot, right?
I guess, but then it's not exactly 1200 you're putting into the golem in comparison. Because you would have made swords otherwise, at least. So in both cases, there is some money being invested in swords, but we're not.
I wonder if we're gonna
It's
see
rough.
Just
yeah, we
cry.
are. Defensive tier 1. And Mr. Cat went with their units that turn. Doesn't
That's
look like
what-
it's blasted.
Wulfar is tier 2, right? Mr.Cat is dead here. To
Off you
tier
go.
2. Oh, is Wulfar gonna go for it? No, he doesn't see it.
Was
Yeah.
he dead?
Yeah, he was dead for sure. There was like a sword suicide. And a witch
But
hex.
how does the sword reach? Well, I guess from the left, but like only
Yeah,
swords reach from the
only
left.
one of them reaches, but that's enough. That's enough. I calculated this when the game was happening.
Oh, just didn't attack the vine for some reason. Okay.
I don't want to give the opponent counter-attack groove.
It's a pretty good turn for Sedgehun, but he could have fought.
Yeah, I think Mr. Cat kind of went for a defensive Zawan groove, but didn't like keep all of his units behind the groove, so it didn't get that much value in the end. But some vines are left, so it's gonna might still protect him this time.
Maybe, but there is an archer. And that does
Ooh,
make a
that
lot of
golem
difference when
is
Zawan groove is
very
up.
very exposed. Looks like Sedgehun isn't gonna continue fighting into this.
Gonna do a little
Yeah,
bit of
I mean-
damage and then walk out.
Mr.Cat keeps getting punished for not having anti-air.
Yeah.
Well, enough of it, I guess.
And people in chat are saying that the 3,000 gold earlier was from Mr.Cat hitting end turn too soon, so that's like a round of buys that would have been probably mages, or like at least like one mage. So
Oh, you hate to see that. Oh.
yeah, it's always rough when people go out on like a misclick or something, or just like forgetting to cut trees or.
Is
I
that
mean,
one again?
I feel like forgetting to cut trees at this point. Come on.
No. I think
Right.
there was another point that Mr. Cat blundered lethal and it wasn't found. I don't remember when it was. Might have been before. There were a few missed lethal.
Oh wow, the archer is just frontlining like that.
I think it picked something up.
Yeah, but it's also like not protected.
I mean, it's fine.
Yeah, I mean actually sometimes it's worth taking bad gold damage on a unit if you know the unit attacking you is gonna die.
Yeah, I mean, killing 2 units for damage on an archer is pretty good.
Away and
Yeah.
while you
Depends
Now,
on the situation.
In this
but here it's good.
situation, Wulfar picks it up. Which is, even better because Groove. But actually, spoiler alert, not real spoiler. He's exposed there to something that won't be found. There is a frog lethal that is missed here.
No.
You could hit with the golem and pull the golem back after suiciding something into him. Yeah, the dog can suicide, I think, because he's on Flagstone versus Road.
Yeah.
Then you hit with the golem, pull the golem back, double archer, and Zawan hit him.
You might not have the space for 2 archers, but I think it's enough damage regardless.
Yeah, but it was missed. This time, Mr. Cat missed the frog tactic.
No. I mean, like, the thing about frogs on this map is that it's all about that one tile choke point. Like, if you want to deal with it, you kind of need to have a frog or like very heavy enduring. But
Yeah, it feels surprisingly easy to lethal there with
off you
frog.
go.
Is there tier 2? No. Tier
It's your one.
1. Doesn't feel like the stealth that much.
yeah, not super great tier 1, but I guess if Zawan wants to support from a safe distance, then, still doing damage, I guess.
I'm not sure I like this turn by Sedgehun.
Yeah, although he's only got 12 minutes on the clock, so I guess time pressure is starting to get to him.
Is
But-
he ahead though? He's a fast player, so I'm expecting him to be
Mr.
ahead.
Cat,
So
I think, is actually further ahead on time. Mr. Cat's really fast too. Yeah, 20 minutes.
Ooh, wow. Yeah.
Sedgehun spends too much time calculating the frog tactics.
Oh yeah, it was this game. Yeah, Sedgehun was super behind time this game. Yeah, I didn't expect it when it was happening. Yeah, and I forgot about it.
But at the same time, Sedgehun's army looks way bigger.
Yeah. That said, it's still not that much more expensive than Mr. Cat's. Mr. Cat still has a bunch of columns from back when he was like rich.
Yeah, there's also
Sedgehun
like
has
2
the columns
golems
down there.
bottom right.
They're not really. They're just holding Econ. Oh.
Yeah, I don't think this golem wants to fight bottom right here.
Oh, this one doesn't die barely. This one.
Oh, now you can convert it into a frog.
Good mage heal. We're gonna see some more units getting picked up. And Sedgehun just needs to grind through this. I think that's the only way he can win. That or he builds like a tier 2 and wins off of that. But Mr.Cat had a really good last turn, just like a ton of damage. The counter attack from Sedgehun is just not really there.
There is like 2 dragons from Sedgehun, so this could like Mr. Cat has to be a bit careful. I think this fight is going his way, but
This
still
one is
gotta be
much
careful.
richer. That's his win condition. It's like he needs to play really fast so that his extra money can come into play. If he can build 5 more golems, you know, now we're talking.
Forward!
But if he times out before this up, then he doesn't win.
Very ambitious Zawan position.
Yeah, just sitting in range of an archer crit is not ideal. Oh, well, archer takes a bunch of damage, so...
I mean, the main big units are dragons here, and he's basically blocked on the right. Yeah, there's so much there on Sedgehun's side, and none of there's that one on the right. That's funny.
Oh, did that golem go to 40%?
42.
Oh.
Not quite.
Unlike
Oh, Sedgehun gonna find a kill on this golem though.
Yeah, I mean he's got the 2 dragons, so there we go. Oh, this flagstone is so troll. The
Yeah.
witch can't reach.
Oh, but the mage can just hit one of those dragons. I guess the dragon's got really good damage anyway, so it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
And also
If you-
Sedgehun's gonna build more, I guess. There's so much money. Is he gonna build? Yeah, he builds another dragon.
I mean, dragons might be like better in this situation, to be honest.
Yeah, when you don't have enough time and your opponent has shown a habit of not building enough mages. That's a good combination to spam dragon.
Nice hex.
Well, speaking of not building mages, that was the last one from Sedgehun.
Oh, Sedgehun trolls too. Yeah. People should be, you know, building more mages, maybe.
I mean, I think the
Choo-choo.
issue is more that people are less protective of their mages than they
That's
should
also
be.
What can Sedgehun? Alright, so he's almost at tier 2, so like he could potentially get his own lethal. Probably not this turn.
Yep, double mage witch. That's some amount of anti-air buys.
Just like having to waste a bunch of time on these vines.
That said, his golems are coming. Has a billion golems. Ooh,
Ooh,
sure.
the merfolk crits.
that was a
That
good hit.
merfolk went all the way from the top left to here, actually.
That's hilarious.
And now it goes down.
I need to do like a supercut of this video where it's just like what the merfolk did.
Wait, still no mage? Yeah, still no mage. That's funny. I guess you Wulfar it now. I mean, you kind of have to.
Probably, yeah. Just gonna continue to
Well,
do damage otherwise.
you're waiting for your anti-air anyways, so maybe you don't fight this turn, so you don't need to groove it. Either works.
Unless you trap it. Can you trap it?
Ready for a
Oh, I'm
wallop.
just gonna go for the tee off.
Yeah, I mean, low timer, you
Oh, does it
don't think
correctly?
about this. Yeah,
It's the flagstone last.
knows that the flagstone, like the killing blow won't damage his own units.
I mean, Wulfar doesn't damage your own.
Yeah, the main issue
oh
is
yeah, true.
if you do the flagstone on the first hit, unit just dies, and then you don't get the additional bounces.
And now has like what? 3 dragons, 3 golems. His army is very expensive.
Okay, that mage didn't go onto the road to capture the village. All right, frog pulling the golem, the natural
Literally.
predator.
Literally everything gonna be used on this one golem. There are 2 more. And the dragon.
Taking the last hit. I wonder if the archer could have hit before that actually.
Yeah, that would have been a very important optimization to get.
Yeah, but this is the point when the timer gets so low on both players' sides, and they're like, neither of us are actually in a winning position right now, so
Yeah.
nobody's thinking when they do stuff. Like they're thinking on their opponent's turn, which is also going past very quickly because both players are
Sedgehun
playing
is
quickly.
4 minutes. Yeah.
He was at 5.5
And
minutes
there's
last
still
turn, though,
vines.
so
Hammer time.
yeah, there are still vines. Wulfar kill vines on mountain. All right, they'll die next turn. It's not actually gonna do anything. Oh, good
Oh,
pick up
are all
on
the
the
mages
mage.
dead again?
Alright, I think I've seen this one before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This is when and all of the anti-airs going down, even the archers.
3 dragons are pretty good when you don't have any mages. Just saying.
Yep, that is true.
I
That's
mean,
already.
even when you have only 2 mages, to be honest.
Yeah, and actually, not only are there 3 dragons, there are these balloons as well, which are just being an absolute menace as blockers.
Yeah. Now suddenly, Mr.Cat, who was a head decon for so many turns at the beginning, he's just lost now.
Yeah, just overwhelming force of air. And I guess this is like a really interesting late game composition where you have Wulfar, you get tier 2 every time you pick up kills on your opponent's anti-air, and you just throw dragons in their face.
Golems get healed. Is that one dead?
I mean, it's the fastest comp to win the game, I suppose.
Yeah.
Good luck on the landing.
Ooh.
Heals the sword so it doesn't die.
Sure.
But maybe you did want it to die, actually.
Maybe
Ah, never
Frog goes
mind.
down.
Frog still goes down.
Gonna do so much walling here, and there's just far too much. Double lumber mill will do this. Is Sedge even gonna cut them down?
Yeah, I
No.
mean,
Like, you just don't waste the time
not
at this
killing.
point.
Yeah, that it's like 4 clicks to cut the trees.
Forward.
Too much time cost.
I mean, he has 2 minutes, which might sound low, but it's actually comfortable here. Yeah. He
Yeah,
is.
it's enough to win from this.
You need 30 seconds to win from this, or less.
Yeah, at this point, you
Unless
just
he
click on the
starts,
commander.
like-
Yeah, 10
Yeah.
probably enough to.
Yeah. You click your big units on the commander. If the commander runs away, you click the big units on the stronghold. But looks like step 2 will not be needed.
Alright, what's gonna finish the
Yeah.
commander off? That's the question.
I mean,
Oh, and padding stats at this point in time. Oh,
I think that's is it gonna be Wulfar? Oh, never mind.
oh,
wait, what
not
is-
going to get the kill?
Yeah, he's really hard rolling. He
Oh,
wants
I
to PM as
see.
much as possible.
Yeah, there's like barely any anti-air here, so.
Now that's going a little far.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that
Nature
myself.
will claim
Uh,
you.
Wild growth? Oh. Can Mr.Cat hold on for the minute and a half? That is the question.
Yeah,
That
imagine
probably
if
would
you
have
get
been
timed
better
out.
to move the spear and put a vine in
But
its
sadly,
place.
which
Oh,
does
just
it?
has.
Oh no.
That's so rude.
Uh,
I love it though. Oh,
Yeah.
and 57 to 41. Oh, a brutal ending.
Turn 28. Long game.
A long game. But yeah, well played there by Sedgehun. Had almost 4,000 gold in the bank at the end. He just wasn't buying units, I think, towards the end. Just like, oh, I've got
Yeah.
enough, I can just win with this. Oh, and
yeah,
what do you even
there's
say?
2 types of players when you have low timer. There's the ones that don't buy stuff and the ones that are still buying 1 sword.
Oh, that's me. Okay. Lol.
Like, but my unit count.
Exactly. You might need it for the next game, right?
But
I mean, that's what Sedgehun was doing with the stats at the end.
That was a fun game though. Both players had opportunities to get lethals and missed them. So they just played out a longer game. Like you were saying, I think that frog lethal from Wulfar earlier was an
He
option.
did not believe in the frog.
Yeah, and both players were at some point very ahead on Econ.
Yeah, Mr.Cat just kind of pushed a bit too far, I think.
And
Which-
he also, took some bad fights. Sedgehun was able to find good breaks and attacks with tier 2 stuff.
And sniping the mages all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah. And Mr. Cat was slow to take back the corner after Sedge left. Sedge was also slow. Even slower, actually. He also left later. Anyway,
Yeah. Also, there was that turn where missed the lumber mill, missed buying units, just like hit and turn without, I guess, just without thinking. They can become really automatic at times. You just like,
oh, I
Tab
think
click.
at some point there was a missed lumber mill that was flipped.
yeah, Mr. Cat just
Uh,
didn't.
the lumber mill was cut before he got flipped.
Which one? I think Cat's top left lumber mill.
Yeah,
No.
it got harvested before it got flipped. I checked
Maybe I'm
that.
remembering from a different game. Okay.
But anyway, that was a fun game. I enjoyed it a lot. And that's going to go into the finals, which is already actually taking place. So we're going to go into those replays just now. If you're watching this on YouTube, those will be up pretty much straight after this. So look forward to that. But anyway, we're going to exit out.